By the time the electric hum of SpaceX shuttles became background noise in Earth's orbit, and Neuralink prototypes whispered thoughts into machines, Elon Musk had transcended mere business. He became something else, part visionary, part disruptor, part jester at the court of capitalism. And now, as the sun sets over Whitehall and trade winds shift post-Brexit, a new question simmers in the corridors of British power. Should Britain welcome Elon Musk's billions, or beware them? It was Emily Thornberry, shadow foreign secretary and seasoned Labour firebrand, who cast the first public stone. Britain must look long and hard before letting Elon Musk ramp up UK investment, she said in a Westminster hallway interview that ricocheted through morning headlines. Her tone was not shrill, but wary, tinged with the same mixture of awe and apprehension that greets a visiting comet. Musk, after all, is no ordinary investor. A billionaire's courtship. Musk's interest in Britain is no secret. Following Tesla's expanded European operations and Starlink's rapid deployment in rural areas, he hinted during an X, formerly Twitter's space, that the UK has real potential if it dares to move fast. Speculation soared. A gigafactory in the Midlands, Starlink ground stations in Cornwall, a Hyperloop pilot between London and Manchester. For a nation still nursing its post-Brexit bruises, this sounded like a long-awaited serenade. Investment, jobs, innovation, the very nectar of modern political survival. But Thornberry's caution cut through the euphoria. "Let's not confuse innovation with immunity," she warned. "Mr. Musk is not beyond scrutiny, no matter how many satellites he launches." The Faustian bargain. There's a strange gravity around Musk. His investments don't just bring technology, they bring a reordering of norms. Wherever Musk goes, regulations bend, institutions wobble, and local governments are caught between admiration and anxiety. Just ask San Francisco, where Twitter's headquarters became a culture war battleground. Or Berlin, where Tesla's factory sparked environmental protests even as it promised thousands of jobs. Would Britain fare differently? Thornberry seems to think not. "We need to decide what kind of country we want to be," she argued. "Are we a nation for sale to the highest bidder, or are we a country with democratic values and ethical boundaries?" Her remarks hint at something deeper than economic caution. They point to a philosophical reckoning about the kind of society Britain aspires to be in the AI age and who it allows to help shape that future. The promise and the price. Musk's ventures are undeniably transformative. Starlink could connect the UK's most remote communities, providing digital lifelines to places even BT fears to tread. A Tesla plant could supercharge the green economy, creating high-skilled jobs and signaling that Britain is still a major player in advanced manufacturing. His AI firm XAI could inject intellectual capital into the UK's growing tech sector, positioning it as a rival to Silicon Valley. But there is always a price. Musk does not play by traditional corporate rules. He spars with regulators, mocks journalists, and governs his empire with an impulsive hand. He has clashed with unions, dismissed environmentalists, and taken personal control over platforms that shape public discourse. His acquisition of Twitter and its subsequent reinvention into X has raised alarms about digital speech, misinformation, and the concentration of online power. Could the UK government truly hold him accountable once he's entrenched? Thornberry's concerns resonate here. We must not become so desperate for foreign investment that we abandon our ability to regulate it, she said. We cannot allow a techno-oligarch to rewrite the rules of our society under the guise of progress. Musk meets Whitehall. Imagine, if you will, Elon Musk in the Churchill war rooms, pitching Hyperloop as the solution to Britain's north-south divide. Rishi Sunak, sleeves rolled up, nods eagerly. Labour's Keir Starmer, sensing political peril, calls for a national conversation. The tabloids split instantly. Musk SAVES Britain, cries the Daily Mail, while The Guardian frets about democratic erosion under billionaire capitalism. Civil servants, tasked with vetting Musk's plans, find themselves in unfamiliar territory. How do you assess a business proposal that includes terraforming Mars on page 5? Can you grant planning permission for a vertical launch pad in Milton Keynes? There is no playbook for this, just as there was no playbook for Brexit or COVID or AI. That's precisely why Thornberry urges caution, not because she opposes innovation, but because she understands the asymmetry of power. When a single individual commands more capital than some nations, due diligence becomes not just prudent, it becomes a moral obligation. The ghost of empire. Some have accused Thornberry of ideological bias. She's just anti-business, claim critics, but that's too simple. Her warning is not against wealth but unchecked influence. Britain, after all, is no stranger to empires. It once ruled a quarter of the globe. Today, it risks becoming a province in someone else's digital dominion. If it opens its gates too wide to Musk, without frameworks, without foresight, it may wake up one day to find that crucial decisions about its infrastructure, its media, even its democracy, are no longer made in London, but in Austin or Palo Alto. That's not paranoia, that's precedent. The middle way. There is, of course, a path forward, one that threads the needle between blind acceptance and blanket rejection. Britain can welcome Musk's investment on its terms, not his. It can create regulatory frameworks that reward innovation while defending workers, the environment, and democratic oversight. It can invest in homegrown tech talent, ensuring it's not just a client state to Silicon Valley. And it can collaborate internationally to prevent any one individual or company from wielding disproportionate influence over global systems. Musk may be a visionary, but visions must still be accountable to the people they affect. Conclusion, a defining choice. As Britain teeters on the edge of a new industrial revolution, AI, automation, space tech, the decisions made today will echo for generations. Emily Thornberry's cautionary words are not anti-progress, they are pro-democracy. They remind us that technology, however dazzling, must never outpace ethics. That billionaires, however brilliant, must never be above scrutiny. So yes, let Musk invest. Let him pitch, build, explore. But let Britain look long and hard, not out of fear but out of wisdom. Because the future doesn't belong to those who move fast and break things. It belongs to those who build carefully and remember what they're building for.